Her phone rang at 1:40 a.m. Tenant screaming, Madam, ceiling imeanguka. It was a joke. Until she saw the photos. The whole bedroom ceiling on the floor. Boards cracked, dust everywhere. Have you ever tried to do the right thing and it still hurts you? Hi dear builder, karibu to the corner of healing. This is the healing corner where real stories of Mjengo gone wrong are shared. I wanted us to sit down today just like this, wrapped in truth, wrapped in warmth, because some stories you don't tell them standing, you tell them when your body can rest, but your heart is still carrying something heavy. Have you ever tried to do the right thing and it still hurts you? She saved, she planned, she builds. Then one night, the ceiling caved in. Her name is Rebecca. Mother of 3, teacher in Nairobi. She had one dream, to build a small rental unit to support her family. A 1-bedroom bed-sitter design in Eastleigh. Nothing fancy, but decent, strong and respectable. She borrowed a small circle loan. Topped it with her pension withdrawal. She found a Fundi through a cousin. You know how it goes? Anafanya kazi safi sana na ni wa bei poa. The structure went up in 3 months. A mabati roof, ceiling boards, chuma, everything seemed fine. She even had tenants lined up before painting was done. 2 weeks after handing over the keys, it happened. Her phone rang at 1:40 a.m. Tenant screaming, Madam, ceiling imeanguka. It was a joke. Until she saw the photos. The whole bedroom ceiling on the floor. Boards cracked, dust everywhere. She rushed to the site. And guess what? The neighbors said, ulitumia fundi wa bei ya chini. Hiyo nyumba haitadumu. Mabati ya soko iko na shida. Everyone had a theory, but no one gave her peace. And the fundi, he switched off his phone. She sat inside the unfinished units, alone. No tenants, no answers. Just the smell of dust and broken trust. She didn't even tell her mom. She didn't want to hear, tulikuambia. That night, she sat on the floor of that empty unit and sobbed. Not because of money, but because her children had seen her fight so hard for something that broke in silence. But she didn't cry because of the ceiling. She cried because she did her best. She followed instructions. She trusted someone. She wanted something better for her children. But she was mocked. And worse, she was told it was her fault. Have you ever been blamed for something you didn't even understand? Have you ever lost sleep, not because of money, but because your dream turned into a warning? She told me, I sit in that house sometimes and it feels like it's watching me. Like the building itself is disappointed, like she failed it. She even began to question her worth. Maybe I was too ambitious. Maybe I should have just rented out my back room instead. Have you ever had a failure so loud, but so silent at the same time? Where no one saw you break down, but inside you are screaming? But Rebecca didn't fail. The system failed her. The silence, the shortcuts, the lies, and let me tell you something. Fundi didn't vanish because he meant harm. He vanished because he didn't know what went wrong. He didn't understand why the ceiling failed. No one had taught him. And that's why in this space, we don't just blame, we teach. We don't cover up the pain, we look at it together. And so, Rebecca came to us to tell her truth, to let go of the shame she'd carried quietly. Because this is the healing corner where builders come to breathe and sometimes to cry. Rebecca, if you're watching this, I want to say this slowly. You did not fail. You showed courage. You tried. You acted on hope. You built something real. And even though something went wrong, it doesn't take away your efforts. It doesn't make your dream less valid. If no one ever said this to you before, let me say it now. We are proud of you. We believe you, and we see how much this mattered to you. You are not foolish for trusting. You are not weak for crying. You are not broken because your ceiling failed. You are human and you are healing. And to everyone watching, maybe your story is different. Maybe it's not a ceiling. Maybe it was a wall, a beam, a relationship with your contractor, a silent disappointment you never spoke out loud. Here, you can breathe. Here, you are not judged. Here, we tell stories to feel whole again. You don't have to be perfect to deserve peace, and you don't have to be silent to keep your dignity. So if you have been carrying a story, let this be your sign. It's time. You can let it go. You can share it with us. Let us now proceed to the lessons. Let me ask you, have you ever checked if your ring beam was cast? Do you know what a ring beam does? Because that missing piece, that's what betrayed Rebecca. In 2 days, we'll go deeper. We'll follow up with another episode called Building Gone Wrong, where we look at this case through the eyes of an expert. We'll break it down what happened to her ceiling, why it collapsed, and what her Fundi needed to know. It's not just for engineers, it's for anyone who ever wants to build. And I promise you, you'll never look at your ceiling the same again. But today, we honor her. We listen, we learn. And if you've ever heard a story like hers, you can write to me. You can sit here with me. You can be anonymous. But you won't be alone. This is the Healing Corner, and we are just getting started. Next week, we will look at a story of a single mom who paid a designer and ended up with a plan that couldn't even pass council approval. Because sometimes the Mjengo fails before you even lay a stone. If this story touched you, subscribe. We are building something here, something deeper than brick and mortar. And if you've ever felt broken by a blueprint, come, let's heal together. The link is in the description box. You can send your story, and maybe next time we tell yours. And to our Fundis out there, if you ever done your best and something went wrong, come share with us too. We learn together. We want stories that hurt, stories that you haven't told anyone, stories that deserve light. Until then, keep building, keep learning, and knowing this, you are not alone. You are never alone, and this is a safe corner. Even broken ceilings can still cover rising dreams.